I hope you're doing well, guys. So this is it. This is what we've all been waiting for. EA are finally revealing Battlefield 6. DICE has completed the game and it's about to drop any minute. So we finally got the name, guys, and it's finally revealed to be Battlefield 2042. And the gameplay has now been revealed, and all we're waiting for the game. So we're going to go over everything we know so far, including leaked footage, images, class support, various items are so cool. Now this, of course, is the actual logo to Battlefield 2042. Cannot tell you how hyped the community is for this game, guys. It's been a whole long 7 years, I think, basically, since we had a modern day shooter from Battlefield. And I do hope, for one, that there is a campaign involved, because I do feel there's still a room for the fidelity that the campaign brings. Now, on June the 4th, content creators received a transmission transcript from the official Battlefield Twitter account, which came back to life. And that transcript basically was put together. It was missing various sentences from each content creator, and as they removed the missing parts and put it together, it read, "Some of you want to return home, the most human of all instincts. With a heavy heart, I must tell you the truth. You have no home to return to." The question we must ask ourselves now is, do we accept our faith, or do we dare to fight for a better world? No one may force you into battle, but I say to all who can hear my voice, if you can fire a gun, if you can tend a wound, if you can cry, havoc, those who cannot do so need you. We need you. War is the only way home now. Now, from this information, it appears the world as we know it is gone and people basically have no home to return to. So does this mean we really will have a civilian uprising and a civilian army coming together, and you will be that civilian army? Or will we be for hire soldiers in a world that's not really together? Getting paid doesn't really work for me. But what do we know about the USS Raven Rock that sent the signals? It's a naval signal corps, and Raven Rock is the United States mountain range that houses a nuclear bunker in the event of nuclear fallout. So we now know from leaks that there's going to be a nuclear fallout and something setting them off. From these images, which are the latest leaks that were sent, we can see numbers in the bottom left. Is it possible that AI is dominating the world in this future and has took over launching various nuclear missiles to protect man from himself? I think that's definitely possible. And as we see there, we see the type of helicopter. We also know from previous leaks that the new battlefield is placed in a strong part of a water environment. So we see levels like this in Wake Island. This is actually from the trailer that you will see in a couple of days, or you may have already seen. You can see this water around. This actually looks like Wake Island and got me so excited. You can see the left peninsula and going round, wrapping around to the right. It looks like actually Wake Island. Now, I'm not sure it is, but we can see the launch system there up center. We can also see these cool helicopters with octoblades. Now, the funny thing is some of these helicopters in other images don't actually have the rotors. So is it possible they got a various types with various propulsion systems? But we know for sure that there's a nuclear setting. Also, these cliffs here, guys, I can see some cool Damavand Peak type levels. I love the vertical gameplay of Battlefield and from Damavand Peak, and I think that is one thing that many games have failed to duplicate and make just like Damavand Peak did. Yeah, it was so successful at such an epic level. So it's great to see some vertical gameplay, and I'm really excited to see that. We can also see a dome in the background, as well as these like launch systems here as well. They look like various launch towers. You can see here the tower on the right, and then we've got the nuclear. This again is from the leak trailer. This is what you will be seeing, or you may have already seen. And we can see here a helicopter. Pretty basic graphics, but we can see that this is the nuclear launch system. Even though it looks like an actual space launch system, it could still have a nuclear warhead. We also see a helicopter here. That looks like a Kareem 1, guys, in the background. I don't know if it's just some various shadows or something, or if it is a helicopter, but it does look like a Kareem 1, which can hover indefinitely on a spot, which is a new type of futuristic helicopter, which will be well set into operation by these times. So yeah, I think definitely we might be seeing the Cream 1 amongst our many vehicles and into our aerial type attack vehicles. We can also see some cool stealth type attack planes up there in the top left that are being targeted, but they're targeting up as friendly. So it seems like the biggest target here is stopping that launch, and that is what we've seen in the leaked video. Moving on, guys, to the other images. There's a lot of other images, but they're really poor quality, but they do give us a good taste. Now, these images, a good, well-known leaker has said they are real, but they're very poor quality. You can see that names are tagged out, so that really does give some kind of genuineness to and behind them. We can see top left helicopter. We can see like various type of or eastern type cities, and then we've got this stadium. It reminds me of Warzone, this, guys. But you can see here, I don't know if we got a desert type, Qatar, Abu Dhabi, but it looks really cool, and you could just imagine all the soldiers running around. But you see this, it's got no propellers, guys. So this is the only type of vehicle that comes like this that hasn't got propellers. But we can see here down, we've got the squad system with squad leader. So that lets us know how the game is going to play. We've got the various people, and we can see that one's led here as the person who's taken over the vehicle. But we know now that we're going to have a squad lead system, and I think that's really good for control and flow of the game. But again, looking at this helicopter type blade system, it's bladeless. So they're the same ones we see. Now, them ones we've seen originally, I'm thinking you always will see these high towers in the background. And that reminds me of like Abu Dhabi. But yet we know that some of the level images that have leaked are leaked in Qatar. And we'll have a look at them now. But it is really cool. You can see the desert storms. And we do know that the weather and a weather changing system is going to play a huge part of Battlefield 6. It's so nice to see that we're back to modern day. I know a lot of you wanted this. I don't think anybody could have put up with an other olden day like Battlefield 1 type, Battlefield 5 type. I don't think anybody wanted another one of them, and this is just so epic. This reminds me, and I keep thinking that this is going to be how we're going to see the Battle Royale play out. All these helicopters coming in and people bailing out. But again, look at the rotors on these guys, and they weren't on that. We get a good look here on the next image of how the squads will work. You got the squad down the top, bottom left there. And then we've got a helicopter, guys. Now, this is what gets me about this. This helicopter is a very old looking helicopter. There's nothing futuristic about it. All the futuristic helicopters that will be in operation in 2042, we can see now, and the Kareem 1 is one of them. That is an attack helicopter stealth. This has nothing stealth about it. But again, in a fallen nation, wouldn't any of the vehicles or the older vehicles be brought back into operation by civilians that have them, or old basically army bases that are holding something? So that could be possible. What this red is above the helicopter, just below the rotor, I'm not sure. Is the rotor burning up? Are we going to see wear on these type of things? I doubt it, but it is strange nevertheless. Again, we see the squad system. We see we've got squad leaders. I'm so excited to see a squad system that is effective back. And I think really, if we can get a good like command system, command system they used to call it, where you can just do quick call commands like go here, attack there. I think that's really good, and that should be implemented again. So I'm really excited to see that. But seeing again, we can see all the dust in the bottom right, and that is something that seems to be coming through the whole of the Battlefield 6 themes in all the trailers that we've seen leaked. This here, guys, this is an actual real place, as we will see most of them are, and this has been found to be Qatar. This actual structure is in Qatar City. So it's really cool. As you can see, it seems to be a night map where it's taken over by red. So I'm presuming that we're in the middle of a storm here, and that is a dust storm. But it looks really cool. And again, we see in there, guys, we can see these buildings. These buildings keep showing up on nearly every map. So is it possible we're looking at huge expanse maps? And we can also see here some of the weaponry that we've got. We've got, is it smoke or is it chaff? We've got a main warhead, and we also can see there that we've got smooth bore. So it's good that they're going to be giving us good information on the bore systems, so we can select various type of bores for more powerful shots. And that's really good to know. Again, the squad leader here, who is the tank driver, and it's nice to know that you can take various people inside the tank. Although, as we know, there's limited shooting from the tank, but it's really good to see. So all these are genuine images, and you will see a lot of this in the trailer. You may have already seen the trailer, so you know what's to come. Now, when we take a look at other parts of this, we can see that these buildings here, this is like where we've seen the building that falls down basically in Battlefield 4, is it? Where we see the building that falls down. I think it was called Shangri. I'm not sure of the actual name of it, guys, but you'll know. But we can see here there's a big sign across it saying pre-alpha footage. But we see these buildings a lot. So it seems like over the east of the world is where a lot of this fighting is going to be going on. But I'm thinking, are we looking at a people war? a political war, a government war, or is it an AI war? And I'm thinking it's going to be an AI war. But a lot of these levels are so detailed, and you can just imagine the people running down in various parts and then the helicopters. And that's something that Battlefield has always really got key, where you've got huge vehicle warfare, and then you've got all the civilians and soldiers fighting below. And while you can get taken out from a helicopter or a plane or a tank, you really are able to, in Battlefield, it's the only game where you're able to actually have a good fight, soldier to soldier, with all these tanks and helicopters screaming and screeching over. So I think it's really good seeing that they're so detailed, the levels. We can see that there's huge detail to them, and there's huge expanse for allowing for aerial warfare and vehicle warfare, heavy armored tanks, and yet you can see there's so much room on the map that we will be allowed to have these soldier to soldier fights within the buildings. So guys, let me know what you're most excited for Battlefield 6. Are you happy to see modern day vehicles? Have you noticed that all the images we've seen, even in the official trailer and the leaked images, you don't really see much futuristic vehicles for 2042, and yet we know it is based in the future, at least from now, 10 years plus. If you've enjoyed the video, guys, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from Battlefield 6, make sure you be going on to subscribe, and I'll be sure to get more of this content to you as soon as it becomes available. Guys, if you want to know more about the classes in Battlefield 6, all the information we have on that, check out our other video. With that being said, have a great day ahead, and I'll catch you in the next one.
There he is! Irish, watch out!
Fuck off of me!
Wrecker! Hostiles in the windows across!
They got me pinned!
More incoming! See him? Engage! Yeah! Bring! Get up here! Anything still moving? Got them all! Clear!
Give me a hand.
You okay, Irish?
Fuck, man. I guess it's safe upstairs.
Tombstone, on the move.
Are you coming, Wrecker?
Fortress, this is Tombstone Actual. We got the package, but stirred up a hornet's nest. Moving towards extraction.
Roger that, Tombstone. Helo's inbound. Get your squad in position. Out.
Low, in the atrium. They haven't spotted us. We'll take them out together. Tag them and give the signal. On your mark, Wrecker.
You signal and we'll shoot the target.